Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV and the new edition of our online interview series. We want to get an update, especially after Beaver Creek and the Precious Metal Summit there, from Torq Resources. And Michael Henrichsen, the Chief Geologist, is here today with us. Good morning to Canada, actually. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time. Michael, always a pleasure to talk to you. I mean, you are the man in charge who is responsible for the nice drill holes and for the discoveries also with your team. But before we talk about, digging holes into the ground and results, first of all, congratulations. Of course, I'm a shareholder of the company. I want to disclose that first because I'm also really happy you guys secured in those shaky times a 15 million strategic investment from Gold Fields. So $15 million. I mean, that's a lot for the company, especially in those times. That's a big sign of confidence, I would say.
No, I agree. I mean, obviously, our portfolio is designed to attract majors, and it certainly attracted a number of them. Gold Fields came in early, and we've just deemed them to be a very good partner as we move forward, and happy to start working with them. And that $15 million is going to really help us kickstart our program at Santa Cecilia, and some of that money will also be moving towards Margarita as well, our new discovery.
Okay, super. And that rings already a bell. Your new discovery, you just brought out also a beautiful press release, 98 meters of 0.94 grams gold per ton and 0.68% copper. So on what do you focus now, copper or gold?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I mean, our internal joke, is this an iron oxide gold copper project or an iron oxide copper gold? We don't really know yet. And I think that's a good sign. Obviously, when we've been very surprised by the gold grades, it's highly unusual in this part of the world. One thing that we have learned through this process of exploring is that there's a tremendous amount of leaching. And so the copper's just gone from the top 50 to 75 meters. So we really actually have to focus on gold on surface to define our targets. But beautiful drill holes thus far. I mean, we're obviously into a pretty robust mineralized system.
Yeah, it really looks like it. I think this was just the second hole, right?
Yeah, that's right. We have 10 holes pending from this second phase of drilling. So we completed 4,000 meters into this, to prove up our initial discovery. We've just released the first hole of that second program, and we have 10 more to go. What I can tell you is the team has really learned what the mineralization starts to look like, where else it may occur on the property. We've got several targets that we're very excited to drill. We know for a fact that we'll be back for a phase 3 drill program, probably, I'm going to guess, 12 to 15,000 meters, where we start testing other areas, because we fully anticipate finding new mineralized bodies within the property rather than just only on the Faya 13 discovery so far.
Okay, super. Yeah, the Faya 13 discovery, as we said, this was the second hole. You said 10 more are pending. So if we look at the map here in your press release, are you going more to the north, like in a row of drill holes, or how do you do that? You're just following the trend? Yeah,
we went both to the north and to the south. So, basically the signature of this discovery was magnetite high, because the mineralization is in magnetite breccias. And then we had geochemistry on surface, and we followed that off for about 1 kilometer. So we've drilled about 1 kilometer of that anomaly. We've found all sorts of things that are surprising to us, different intrusions coming in with different styles of mineralization, disseminated, some chalcopyrite with pyrite. So it's just got that feeling to me of complexity, where the team is like learning rapidly. And I feel like, in my experience, that's when you feel like you're onto a good discovery. The learning is happening rapidly.
And you're feeling good.
Yeah, you feel good about it, for sure.
Definitely. We also saw here in your press release a cross section through that 22 MAR 014R hole. So what does that cross section tell you? I mean, how deep is it going down? First thing. Second thing, is there maybe more coming when you would go deeper?
It's a very good question. I mean, I think first thing what the cross section shows you is mineralization is basically from surface. I mean, that's the first thing.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that we have a portion of oxide mineralization that's almost gold only. You know, the top 48 meters of that 98-meter intercept ran 1.15 grams per ton gold, and I think it was 0.1 copper. And then you get a slight enrichment of copper and then 1% copper after that. So that's what that cross-section is telling you. Your mineralization basically right at surface, getting into sulfide at, you know, approximately 75 meters vertical depth in this particular case. And I think as we go both to the north and to the south, we're going to see things, you know, we're going to see variability in the mineralized system. You know, that's just the natural variability. What I can tell you is that late in the program, I was actually on site, and the team and I had decided to turn the drill rig about 70 degrees to test a different structure. And we were pleasantly surprised by what we saw. And that was on the second last drill hole of the program. So again, you know, that cross-section is a good indication for the very earliest phase of the discovery. But I think the team is really starting to put this together. And as I said, we're just learning rapidly. And I think the third phase of drilling is where you'll really see, you know, once we've analyzed the results and we've really put together what it is that we want to do, I think that's where we'll really see how this starts to take shape across the bigger property package.
Okay, super. So when will you publish the next holes? Meaning, is it just in the next weeks, or does it take until Christmas?
No. It'll probably be within about 6 weeks' time if the labs maintain their timing that they're giving us right now. They're slow at the moment, but I anticipate within about 6 weeks.
Okay, super, fantastic. So we have something we can really look forward.
Indeed.
Okay, very good. And then I saw also on the last page of your press release, I saw here to the right, the gold-bearing structure target zone. Is that something you want to test now with that money you got from Gold Fields?
Well, I think, you know, primarily the money for Gold Fields is meant for Santa Cecilia.
Okay.
You know, do I want to test that gold-bearing structure off to the east? 100%. It has a very similar geochemical signature on surface as did 513. It has the same types of chargeability and conductivity responses, so it looks the same. The only difference is the magnetic response is lower, but we feel that's part of the leaching process. So I think there's more targets on the project than we originally anticipated. And again, this just comes back to that. You know, our team can't claim that we understand everything at the moment. I think all we can say is, hey, listen, this is a real mineralized system. It's got real potential. We're learning basically with every drill hole and seeing things that are very encouraging as we work. And that's where you want to be.
Super. Perfect. Then let's come to Santa Cecilia. So what's next there? What are your plans?
Well, first things first is we've secured our community agreement for 7 years, which covers the entire length of our option agreement. That is a huge milestone for us, and we're obviously very happy to be partnering with our community that hosts us. Beyond that, we will expect boots on the ground probably in about mid-October. And this will allow us to do all the pre-drilling work because, again, this property has been frozen in time basically since about 1990. So we have to update the geology, we have to update the geochemistry, the alteration, and what it all means because we want to be drilling sometime in around mid-January. And so we have to get that pre-drilling targeting work done. Yeah. And I can tell you we feel we've identified 4 different porphyries across the property. Each one in our minds has the same potential as either a Caspice or a Cerro Casale. The deposits held by Norte Abierto with Barrick and Newmont. It's going to be excellent. I mean, we can't wait. Our technical team is just ready to go, and it's going to be an extraordinary first few months of drilling up there.
Okay, super, fantastic. Well, that sounds like a good game plan, I would say. What is now cash in the bank with those 15 millions? Because you were not at zero.
Yeah, no, we've got about just shy of 17 million. I think it's 16.9, call it 17 million. So we're well funded to do everything that we want to do. You know, we have a lot of catalysts coming. You know, obviously the drill results for Margarita, the start of work at Santa Cecilia, the start of drilling. So we're going to be a very news-oriented company here. And basically, you know, the best thing, what I can tell you in one line, you know, after a lot of technical talk here, is Torq is going to be expanding on discoveries either it has made or others have made. That's what we're doing. And that's our focus for the next, you know, for the next year. And so that is just a beautiful position to be in when you know you're expanding on discoveries.
Yeah, definitely. So the only thing we need then also in the future is a higher gold and a higher copper price.
Let's hope.
Let's hope for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Super. Michael, thank you very much for the update. I'm a happy shareholder, definitely. Let the drills turn, deliver good results. And as you said already, next weeks you will deliver results. I'm pretty sure, as I see your smile, I have a good feeling that they are not bad.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, no, we look forward to getting the news out.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and we look also forward to getting that. And yeah, wish you all the best. Thank you very much. And I would say keep it going.
Thank you.
Super. Thank you. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Michael Henrichsen, the chief geologist of Torq Resources. And you heard it. Gold Fields stepped into the company, bought 15.05% for $15 million. By the way, a beautiful premium because it was $1 per share. Stock price today is 83 cents. So you still get it much cheaper than Gold Fields. That's the first thing. The second thing is the drills have turned already, but the drills will turn also again very soon at Santa Cecilia. But now Margarita showed already the first 2 holes, fantastic results, and I have a good feeling that the really remaining 10 holes look very good. The company is fully cashed up to execute their programs, and I have a good feeling that Michael and the team are doing a phenomenal job. So thanks for watching us. Check out Torq Resources. Thanks, and bye-bye from Switzerland.